Welcome back to Flint Transport. My name is Justin. Hopefully you can hear me with all the trucks running in the background. I am out in the middle of a snowstorm. You can't really see that it's snowing, but it's dumping it down pretty good. And the reason we got all the trucks here, this is a Monday morning, and we're actually having a safety meeting. It was super cold overnight. We got all the trucks inside. I come in pretty early this morning. The guys were ready. We're pulling the rigs out. And I wanted to get some more shots of all the trucks inside the shop. We got 18 trucks in this big shop. Worked out pretty slick. So anyway, Sunday night and into Monday morning, they're calling for heavy snow, which we had a safety meeting all planned out. We had state troopers, or I should say our DOT officers, plan on coming in. So it actually worked out perfect because most of the guys, we decided we're gonna pull off the road. Here in upstate New York, we usually run snow whenever. Like, snow doesn't bother us too bad. But like this time, it's like a foot of snow or more, like 12 to 18 inches. So, kind of one of those snowstorms that, hey, we're just gonna take it easy. There's some guys probably still out golfing today, but we're gonna take it easy today. Welcome to New York. So all the rigs are running and we pulled them out for our safety meeting. We got 1, 2, 3 state troopers here, and excellent training just to kind of go through with our guys all kinds of good safety stuff. You want these guys on your side, especially in this day and age. But it's pretty cool. All these rigs running. There's still a bunch more in the shop. I had the privilege of cooking the guys breakfast this morning. Some good old breakfast sandwiches. All right, let's go see what's going on inside. Well, it's a short trip. Sure you and Dick it's a short trip around the bean factory down there. Oh. Get 18 miles a day. There you can see it snowing. Safety meeting's all done. Anyway, now the guys are just bringing their trailers in. We're gonna clean off the snow. There's maybe just a couple inches, 2 to 3 more inches yet today. Most of the snow is here. It should be over pretty soon. They're gonna get their trailers cleaned off and ready for the morning. And when I mean shovel off top of the trailers, here's what it means. Including snowball fights. So they don't have to get it spotless, but just get the majority of the snow off. A lot of this stuff will bounce off or come off before they even get out on the road. But getting the chunks, what we look for too is big ice chunks. You get an ice chunk that flies off and hits a car, it's not good. All that stuff has got to come off. So we have like 30, 40 trailers. Got to do it to all the trailers. Obviously tankers we don't have to, but all the box trailers, walking floors, belt trailers, it's got to get done too. I just let you guys know too, like our safety meetings, simply we go over the last 6 months violation or the past year. We have these meetings every quarterly, but we go over the past violations, you know, things to watch for when, you know, going through an inspection. The last thing we want is anything on our record. We try to keep it as squeaky clean as possible, but 35 trucks, there's going to be something, always something. So guys are servicing trucks today, just random things around the shop, getting cleaned up, still plowing snow. We got lots of trailers to clean off yet. We try to keep as many trucks in as possible, but we did have to send a few out. Now I got to go home. This is like noon, 1 o'clock. Children are getting a little bit buggy. The boys should be in school, but school's canceled. So after a while they get to working on mom's nerves. So I got a job for them. We're gonna go home, have a little fun, and then I'm gonna bring them back into work. That's how bad this truck is shaking. I can't even talk straight. Any guesses on why the truck is shaking? So there's snow stuck in the rims. That's what happens when it starts to melt a little bit. Get snow packed up in around the rims, and then you get this crazy vibration. Guys, this is exactly why I get snow in my wheels. This is a little crossover I have to cross over to get to my house. So it's not plowed at all. There's a foot of snow. Luckily I got four-wheel drive. And... whoa, maybe I am stuck. Now my traction control is messing with me. Get a little more speed. The problem is that right at the end of the, right at the edge is where the plows go through and plow all the nasty stuff, right on the edge. So you can get hung up real easy. Out here having fun. We're gonna make a good old-fashioned snow pie. Probably can't really see it, but we're playing tag. And you're it. Can only run in the trails. Now that we got our exercise, time to break out the real toys. Ready back there? Yeah. Sure? Spotty, stay here. For one day. For all you southern folk, you don't get to experience this. This is pretty wild, especially that machine right there. Time to get back to work. See, today is MLK Day. so I get to do what I want. So I live along a main road. I'm just gonna quick show you what I mean by slop on the road that gets packed in the center. All right, so this is the main route, right? There's slush. See that brown slush? All right, the plow trucks come along and they scrape it, and it comes right into the edge of my driveway here, and it keeps just packing in tighter and tighter if we don't get it plowed out. So it can make it really nasty. And this stuff is heavy. You can't blow it with the snowblower. You just gotta scoop it out of the way. It's hard to push. That's what I'm talking about. I can get hung up in that stuff real easy. So I'm gonna hop back to having the state troopers here, and they were not too fond about being on camera, but we were so glad they came out. And you guys might be wondering, why would you have DOT officers in your shop? Well, you know, it's pretty important to have a good relationship with DOT officers. And the other thing, I wanted to make sure that these guys knew, which we've done this before, but I want to make sure that these guys understand that we're not just some fly-by-night company. We take great pride in our trucks, and we want them serviced well. We're not just, like I said, a fly-by-night company. We want to make sure we're doing it the right way, and we want to let them know that we're dedicated to the trucking industry and to safety and to making sure we're doing a good job in preventive maintenance. So they came out and basically went through a pre-trip, went through some of the things that they're looking for in trucks. You know, when they do roadside inspections, you know, they had great dialogue with the drivers. You know, the drivers had questions, a lot of different questions, a lot of good questions. I learned things. So it was good to have them out. I highly recommend you guys reach out to your local DOT officers and have them invite them into your shop. Really, they're here to help you. They're not here to take you out. I know sometimes it seems like that, but they're here to help us. You know, I'm glad for them. I'm thankful for them, because we might be trying our best, but there's other companies sometimes that don't take some of these safety things serious and end up lives get lost, and it makes the whole industry look bad. And I don't want that to happen with our fleet, but you never know. Accidents can happen at any time. I also want to tell you, so New York is a little bit different in the way they do DOT inspections. So this was some officers from Canandaigua and also from like Seneca County. So Ontario County, Seneca County are two local counties here. So these were state troopers. Then they also have a FMCSA DOT officers. So here in New York State, there's basically 3 levels. Now I don't understand how they all work, but there's 3 levels of DOT. Basically, you have the yellow vans. If any of you guys been in New York State, more likely you've probably seen yellow vans, usually working in combination with a state trooper or a county sheriff, sometimes like a town cop. So there's the yellow vans, and then there's also the DOT state troopers that have, you know, several several truck DOT officers. There's also the county sheriffs that same thing. They have like a truck inspection unit within the sheriff's department. And we've had Ontario County Sheriff out before. This was the first time we had state troopers out, but I highly recommend it. You definitely will learn. And in New York State, it's different because we don't have inspection stations where they go into. Well, let me back up. We do have some inspection stations, but a lot of these inspections that take place are not in inspection stations. There's a few of them scattered here and there, but most of it in New York State is just random stops. So they'll pull you off. They're meeting you, you know, on the road, and they say, oh, you know what, we're gonna pull this guy off. Those are just random inspections, and they'll pull you into a parking lot. They'll set up into like an old mall parking lot, a Tops parking lot, whatever it is. They'll set up somewhere and start running trucks through, and it can be anywhere. They have portable scales. So these are not just like where you have scales where, you know, on the throughway, these are the only spots for scales. No, you got to make sure that you're running legal all the time. You know, we've gotten overweight tickets in the past. It happens. We load a lot off the farm, and there's no scales there. So we do our best. But I always tell our guys, and I tell our dispatchers, is like, if we can't make money legally, we shouldn't be doing it. It's not worth it. And I see the same thing, you know, for you guys. That should kind of be your motto. If you have to haul overweight to make it pay, it's not worth it. So our inspection stations, again, like, it's random at any time. Pretty much you don't know when or where these guys are going to show up, so it kind of keeps you on your toes. You know, our trucks, we try to make sure we do a good job. of inspections. But again, a fleet our size, we're going to have violations. There's going to be violations. All the lights that our trucks have on, the salt, the brine we're running through, there's always something. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys got any questions, comments, anything you guys do in your safety meetings, feel free to share. Thanks for watching. Peace out.